jubilation for England and heartbreak for India. Let's review the third test at Lord's. Welcome back to the NRI Cricketer, everyone. Man, what a test match. That third test at Lord's in this India versus England series will go down as one of the greats. It was just one of those matches, man. Like, the intensity in the match, what it brought out of the players, the performances that it brought out of the players as well. It was really something. It's crazy. Like, at the end of day 3, I was thinking this is going to go to a draw. But this has definitely exceeded any of those expectations. It really just, those 14 wickets that fell on day 4 really just changed the whole complexion of this match. And I didn't see that ending, to be quite honest. Even after, the scores are level. But it's just one of those things. It was just India. It wasn't India's day, and full congratulations to England. They brought a lot of fire. I mean, Jofra Archer was smoking actually on that second innings. He was so good. And fortunately for India, we just couldn't. We didn't. Our top 6 didn't really perform, and I would say that cost us the match. But let's just go through it. I mean, first innings, England making 387. We did well to restrict them to that. At one point, I was thinking it was going to go beyond that, and we got. I mean, the last. 4 or 5 wickets went pretty quickly, I gotta say. So we did well to bring that back. And we were batting, pretty well. And, we got 380, 387 as well. And then, with KRL with a really good scores there, and Rishabh Pant as well, 74. But I mean, there's a lot of talk about that, that run out, that was the crucial moment of the game. I mean, there were so many crucial moments of the game, but to pin it on, something that happened in the first innings, I'm not quite sure. But, I mean, we did lose only by 22, so everything is in the microscope at the moment. But I mean, Rishabh Pant thing run out. That's where, I mean, I guess that's where Ravi Shastri thought as well, that the match turned, and that's where, momentum can be a big thing. And we saw that with England when they actually came out, and there was, I mean, like, look, 190 was a score where, maybe they did get a bit too much. I mean, at the time, I thought, okay, 190 is, it's definitely doable on this pitch. Yes, the pitch is doing a lot. It did a lot. That on day 4 was when it's just started to really deviate a lot. But I thought 190 was still achievable. And I mean, we've just got to analyze India's second innings here, right? Because the way we came out, and the way the whole innings, I guess, it was very, very defensive, and that was the wrong mindset I think we had. I understand the pitch is up and down. I understand there's a lot going on in the pitch, but if I'm being really honest, the pitch didn't play as big of a part in any of the wicket-taking deliveries that England bowled as much as I thought it would have. Yes, Rishabh Pant got a screamer, and Bryson Cass was bowling really well, at the end of day 4, but we were way too defensive, and that put a lot of pressure on Jadeja and the tail, and they did really well to bring it back. I mean, our tail hasn't been really great all of this series, and in this instance, they did really well. But I've got to pin this on the top 6, and there was some really, really odd shots. There was, I mean, obviously, we've got to talk about Karun Nair. Now, I've been a big Karun Nair fan, since his averaging of 700 in the Vijay Hazare Trophy, but he's had his chance now. You can say he's had a run of 3 Test matches, and we've seen what he's about in these English conditions, and just not sure he's there. And that's really disappointing for someone who was knocking down the doors to be in this team. And I just don't feel like the technique is there yet. And he's had a big sort of time off from this team, and he's gone back to domestic and done what he needs to. But he's just sort of, there's some technical limitations there that's getting exposed in England here. And I don't know. I don't think he makes it into that 4th Test team, to be quite honest. We've got to look at another batter to be a bit more solid. And the problem is with Karun Nair is that he has gotten starts, 30s, 40s, but he's not really gone on with them. And unfortunately, the wicket that has been losing has been a very crucial stages of a match. And I don't know whether he makes that 4th Test. For me, he doesn't. I don't believe he does. And so there's that. I mean, Shubman Gill, he wasn't going to always perform, but there's a bit more trying conditions here, and he didn't get the scores that he would want. But there's also Jaiswal, who looked very, very off in the second innings there. That's not the Jaiswal that we know, and he just wasn't attacking. I mean, he was very tentative, and this is what I'm saying. Like the mindset India went into in the second innings to bat there, I think was wrong. There had to be some sort of counter attack at one point, and unfortunately, that's why I don't want to blame Siraj as well or Jadeja, because they were trying their best with what they had, but unfortunately, the top 6 didn't perform, and that's where we lost the match. We really, I believe, could have stuck it in there and did a really good counter-attacking, because at that time England was just all over India. They were, Jofra Archer with his tail up, he was just breathing fire, making the ball talk. So was Bryson Cass, and so was Ben Stokes. It was really, really tough to bat out there, but I don't know. I still think there should have been a counter attack, and Rishabh Pant injured. It was kind of hard for him. He was trying his best, but he just got taken out by a Jofra Archer special. That was incredible. A ball coming out at 90 miles an hour, just taking up the off stump. It was just an incredible delivery. And unfortunately for India, we did mess it up in that second innings for us. But I've just got to say that the match was incredible. And what I saw from both teams, the intensity that they brought, Shubman Gill, even the intensity that he brought, he's very, he's usually a very quiet character, but he's definitely coming out. His Punjabi share is coming out in this. He is really just he's unraveling. But there's been some commentary about him as well. Like, is this the real Shubman Gill? Is this like his personality to be like this? Always. I mean, he can't be the Virat Kohli light. He has to be the Shubman Gill. Like that's a question, I guess, for him, and I guess the plans. But at the end of the day, I did like some of the aggressive sort of I mean, did it go over the line? Maybe once or twice. I mean, we saw Mohammad Siraj got fined, 15% of his match fee and a demerit point. Fair enough, cop it and move on. But at the end of the day, we've got to make some changes for that 4th Test. There's a lot of changes that I would make. I've been harping on about Arshdeep Singh. I just think you add something different to the bowling. That's, we've got a lot of right-hand bowlers, and I think you add something different. I feel maybe having 3 all-rounders isn't it. I mean, yes, it paid off in some ways here. Washington Sundar got 4 wickets, and Jadeja did it pretty well, and so did Nitish Kumar already got some wickets as well. But I just feel like all three of these all-rounders should be competing for that, one spot or maybe two, but definitely I reckon for the one spot. Then you free up your lineup for an extra batter, which I think they need, and an extra bowler. I think having Arshdeep come in, for me, the question now comes to: do we risk playing Bumrah in this fourth Test match? If you play him in the fourth Test match, I don't know whether you can play. Obviously, his fitness. I don't think you can play him in the fifth Test match. If we level this, then we have to sort of go, go to the last Test match without him, and that would be really tough. So, but it is crunch time in this series now. We need to win these two Test matches, and it just brings up a lot of questions for India whether we can do this. But we did win the match without him, the previous match. So, maybe they'll just stick with the plan that it probably has always been, that I suspect that it has always been, that he'll play the first, the third, and the fifth Test match. But it's going to be an interesting call on which one they make. I definitely think the Arshdeep has to come in. I think this to definitely take the place of an all-rounder. I think we missed Kuldeep on this pitch, and he would have been a handful on this pitch. A world-class spinner, turning it the way he does, and how much of a quality spinner he is. He would have been a handful on this Lord's pitch on that. I reckon we could have restricted England to less than 140 if we had Kuldeep bowling at them. But look, that's all in the past now. But we've got to look forward to that fourth Test match, because that starts in a week, and we'll have a week to sort of digest this and really understand, I guess, everything that happened. And but I still feel like we can hold our head high. England were coming at us, and India did well to stay in this match and fight. And we've been doing more than that in this series. We've been really playing really good cricket in this series, and I think it's that in itself. The type of cricket that we've been playing has been of high quality. So we're definitely got a lot to be proud of. But can we come back in this series? I think we can. I think that we're going to bring everything to the next match. But I think we do need to make some changes. There's some inefficiencies that are coming up. I think Karun Nair's spot is not 100% solid. The three all-rounders, I think they're competing for one spot, and they're all on the team at the same time. There's a lot there, but definitely I'm excited to see where it goes. So yeah, definitely, guys, like and share and subscribe from this channel. We're trying to build this up, and I'll be trying to do the best I can with my coverage of the Indian cricket team in 2025. But yeah, see you in the next one, guys.